Yo, what's going on, man? Y'all back with your boy Reezy Rome for another week of Sports Talk with Reezy Rome, man. Got some great topics to talk about, man. A lot of stuff going down in the sports industry, man, that are blowing our minds. Still bad calls by the refs. Teams that are shocking us and improving each and every day. Teams that are coming in each and every week, making a statement. Man, it's just so much to talk about, man. But I first want to talk about and start with the college football this past weekend, man. I'm a big FSU fan. It was rivalry week. We had to go against our rivalry in Miami, and we dropped the ball. We did just that, drop the ball. Man, I mean, it was straight, total, just straight got dismantled out there by Miami, man, who I thought wasn't good at all, who I thought we would just go in and be able to win that game hands down because I just felt like we were the better team. But after watching that game on Saturday, I realized that, man, our offensive line is just straight out trash. I mean, Bray was at some plays, man. I seen the defensive line for Miami just literally just throw us down and just do what they want to do, man. I've never seen anything like that in my life, man. But it was a good, hard-fought game, but Miami pulled out, end up pulling away big at the end, and that game cost Willie Taggart his job. I mean, right after that, I heard that there were fans and the committee and everybody that's part of Tallahassee down there with the FSU fan base raised $20 million just to get him out of there. I mean, but at the end of the day, Willie Taggart can leave with a smile because from what I heard, he left with end up getting 17 million. Hell, you could fire me and I'm gonna take 17 million home. Hey, fire me. I'll find another job, but you won't never get 17 million again. You know what I'm saying? So I really thought that was a win for Willie. Even though I felt like at this point, what more could we do? What more could he do? You might as well just let him finish out the season. But nevertheless, man, he was fired. We in the rebuilding stage. Been hearing a few rumors about a few coaches, man. Bob Stoops. Um, I heard just a few names. I heard who could be our coach next. But regardless of what, man, we got to rebuild, and we got a lot of recruits coming in that are pretty good. So we shall see what we do in these next few weeks and upcoming months, and also leading into the off season. We shall see. But great win by Miami. I'm taking nothing from them. It was a good, hard-fought win. Way to go, Miami. Y'all really kicked our butts. You understand me? The next game I want to talk about is Georgia, Florida, man. Big game, big rivalry game down there held in Jacksonville. Um, Man, I really thought Florida would come out and do their thing and play, a much better game than they did, but they fooled me. Georgia was able to control the game, control the clock, ran the ball from looking like from high school. I mean, looking like he wanted to be a Heisman candidate. Um, just a total great game from Georgia. I can't take nothing from it. Kirby Smart and those Georgia Bulldogs came with their game faces on Saturday, and them boys handled business. Them boys really got down to work and showed Florida that they meant business. They was coming to handle business, and they did just that. So shout out to the Georgia Bulldogs for withstanding the rain, withstanding all of the scrutiny they've been going through the last few weeks leading into their bye week. To come out there and shut everybody's mouths like that, I salute Georgia. Job well done. Hey, man, that boy Swift a beast, man. I love for Georgia to really get into their rhythm here and take on out. And I look for them to win the whole thing. I'm going to just keep it real. LSU, Auburn, Bama, I know them boys out there, Ohio State, and them boys all going to be looking into the last little bit. Also, as Clemson, going to be looking into getting into that playoff spot. And there are only 4 teams that can make it. So these next few weeks are very, very important for a lot of teams because, hey, some teams that lose and certain teams that may win is going to determine if you book your seat in that Final Four or not. We got a big game coming up this week with Alabama versus LSU that will be played in Tuscaloosa. Bama better win. That's all I'm going to say. Because if they don't, I just feel like their chances of being in the Final Four would be over with. All those years that Nick Saban and that Crimson Tide football team been sliding into the SEC championship, been sliding into the Final Four without winning a conference, not this year. They lose Saturday. Against LSU, they would not be in there, and it's based off their schedule. They haven't played anybody. The only team that they played that's even over 500 record was Texas A&M, and that's nobody. LSU has been battle tested, beat Florida, beat Texas, beat Auburn, and I just feel like they're ready to come in there in Alabama and they're really show them that, hey, bro, we out here. So this is going to be a good game, 3:30 on Saturday. My eyes are going to be glued to that TV when that comes on, and we're just going to see who's going to win it. I really think that LSU can go in there, handle business, and come out with the W. But at the same time, we are talking about Alabama and Nick Saban. You know they're not fit to lay down. So if LSU don't come prepared Saturday to play and put them dogs on Crimson Tide, they will be going back to Baton Rouge with that big L, man. Trust what I tell you. I'm not playing. You will be going home with that L. Also, man, teams that you have to look out for that I mentioned earlier to be in this Final Four that are playing great football right now, and you just don't know exactly what they're going to do in the end, but they're showing you that they're battle tested and that they have what it takes to win it all. And those teams are Penn State, Ohio State, Auburn, Clemson, Georgia, as well as Michigan. I mean, these teams are right there in the thick of things, man. I look forward to seeing these teams continue to do what they've been doing, continue to apply major pressure to their opponent, and try to book their ticket into that Final Four. But I would like to mention and would like to keep y'all up on game on something. Pay very close attention to this Saturday's game between Minnesota and Penn State. Both are undefeated, but Penn State is on the road going to Minnesota. We don't know how that's going to be. Personally, for me, I thought Penn State first loss will come against when they play Ohio State, but they cannot sleep on Minnesota this Saturday because if they go into Minnesota and they don't have it all together, Minnesota will leave out there with the W. But we should just see it play out. And, man, I just look for just a lot of great college football on the way, man. Still a few more games left. And, hey, man, it's going to be a toss-up here, man. We just see who's gonna make it out. I know good and well my Florida State boys ain't in there, so it ain't even worth mentioning them. But shout out to all the teams that are the top 10, that are just executing on all angles, and that are trying to make their point and put their shot in there for the Final Four, man. Good luck to all those teams. Now we're gonna move on to a little bit more upgraded football in this NFL, man. Been a crazy, crazy, crazy week in the NFL, man. I just want to start out by saying I'm a Patriot fan. I believe in my Patriots. But on Sunday, we got tested. And not only did we get tested, we lost. It was a hard-fought game. I thought that we started out slow. I thought that we had a lot of miscues, a lot of bad calls, a lot of just bad game planning. We didn't come prepared, getting a lot of penalties, just uncharacteristic from the Patriots. Personally, for myself, I can speak on that because the Patriots rarely come out and are not ready. But this game, they weren't ready. And Lamar Jackson and company showed us that when you go into Baltimore and you ain't ready, what can happen? Before I can look up and even think straight, we was down 17-0. Really made a great push before half to lock it in at 20-24. Then came right back after half, had a great drive, was looking like we was about to take the lead, 27-24. Julian Edelman fumbled, uncharacteristic of him. Marlon Humphrey picked it up, scored. And after that, I really kind of, accepted that, bro, we finna lose. But I'm not taking anything from Lamar Jackson, man. I think this kid is just spectacular. He's going to be a GOAT. He's going to be better than Vic, man. And I'm just happy that I have a pleasure of witnessing his greatness, man. I mean, that team, man, is a total different team with Lamar Jackson behind center, man. I'm glad that the Ravens chose to pull the plug on your boy Flacco and get the rookie in, man, because he's doing great things, man. And I expect Lamar Jackson to be one of the best and eventually a Hall of Famer in that league, man. But y'all, well done by the Baltimore Ravens, man. They ended our undefeated streak. We're on the bye this week. We looking to bounce back. But shout out to them Ravens, man. They did what they needed to do at home. They handled business. I look for them Ravens to continue to do what they do. We'll see you guys in the playoffs, man. But we're going to bounce to them 49ers. Them 49ers, they handled their business. Even though it was a very tight game, those Cardinals made a push at the end to really show them that, hey, bro, we didn't come here to lay down. But it was the 49ers at the end and that defense, man, and Garoppolo making things happen on the offensive side that just pulled on through to get them that W, man. It was a hard-fought divisional game. The Cardinals played tougher than I gave them credit for. And I see that game right there is going to be a real toss-up in the next few weeks because the Cardinals and 49ers play again, and I want to say in like 2 weeks. So we shall see if the Cardinals are going to take the momentum and everything that they was able to put into that game, even though they came with the L, left out with the L, they were able to put some things in perspective, understand that they can play with the best team in the league now, and they did that. And I look for them to have a bigger game and a better game when they see San Francisco again. But shout out to them 49ers, the only unbeaten team in the NFL, man, doing real big things. Garoppolo, man, I'm telling that boy playing lights out, that defense playing lights out. Hey, man, we shall see what they do. But if they don't lose these next few weeks, I do have them losing. Mark my word, I do have them losing in like 3 weeks to the 3 or 4 weeks to the Baltimore Ravens. That's right, I said the Baltimore Ravens. I do believe that the Baltimore Ravens are the giant killers this year, that they're making a point of knocking off the undefeated and the best teams of the league. So we shall see what's going on with that. Hey, man, I'm going for them Ravens. Just know if the 49ers don't lose to the end, I'm going with them Ravens, and I think the Ravens going to handle their business, man. Also, man, you got big games that was happening on Saturday, man. Had some big games, man. You had you had the Packers traveling out to San Diego, man. Well, not San Diego, my bad. L.A., where they played the L.A. Chargers, man. And, my God, I know the Chargers shocked everybody, including me, when the performance that they had, man. Them boys came out there and played lights out football. I mean, Green Bay ain't have a chance from the get-go. It was really over for the coin toss began. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Green Bay gonna have to tighten up, but I do look for them boys to bounce back this week. They got a great game up there in Lambeau, where they, will be hosting. But man, let me tell you, they cannot afford to come out and play like they played Sunday. Man, them Chargers didn't play no games with them Sunday. Them boys came out firing on all cylinders. Had they both ends back in the lineup. And I tell people, when you got Ingram and you got Bosa, both healthy, both at full go, it's hard to beat the Chargers because now you can't double one of them. You got to stay in your lane and do your job, and hopefully that you can get a stop on them because you can't double them, because if you double one, the other one coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, them boys just that dynamic. And I salute them Chargers. Had a great game out there, man. We shall see what they do come Thursday night when they play the Raiders at home. Speaking of the Raiders had a big game. It was their first game home in like 48 days. The mayor allowed them to play at home, and them boys came out and represented home, man. Beat those Detroit Lions. I mean, bro, they did a thing. Those Raiders are looking real good, man. John Gruden them, they get into their groove of things, man. So we shall see how that plays out in the next few weeks. But I'm telling you, man, the Raiders are on the radar to be a team that's going to, climbing up that ladder, man. But nevertheless, man, it was a good win by the Oakland Raiders. Good win by the Los Angeles Chargers, man. I look for big games from both of those teams when they lock in and play each other come Thursday. Another game that was on my radar, man, was them Seattle boys versus Tampa Bay, man. Winning overtime. Tampa Bay gave Seattle everything that they could possibly give them, man. I mean, it was a hard-fought battle, but they couldn't stop nothing. They couldn't stop the, Seattle's offense. I mean, Russell Wilson is playing just that good, man. This guy's playing lights out. I think he only has one pick, and that pick came in when they played the Baltimore Ravens a few weeks ago, and he threw the pick 6 to Marcus Peters. But other than that man been lights out. Hella touchdowns, only one interception. I think he already at like 2,500 yards. Man, it's that man playing lights out, man. And I'm looking for big things from them Seattle boys. Man, them boys got a good team over there, man. That division gonna be real tough, man, because it's all the teams in that division are good, and I expect big things from them, man. Real talk. Also, man, you had the Miami Dolphins, who at one time we considered to be the worst team in the NFL. But they showed us came Sunday, them boys went out there and put that thing on them Jets, man. Them Jets ain't stand a chance. And I only went for the Jets because I'm thinking Le'Veon, Sam Darnold, and company can come out there, you know, put some work in and show these boys that you guys are the sorriest team of the league and we're not, and get a W. But them boys proved me wrong. Went out there, man, and folded, bro. Went out there and folded. You know what I'm saying? And let them Dolphins beat them, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just keep it real. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a dog, bro. He is a real dog. And if you want to ask me, I think Brian Flores should keep him as the quarterback and just add pieces around him, bro. Because one thing about Fitzpatrick gonna let that ball fly. You better believe that now. He ain't gonna be hesitant and he ain't gonna be shy, scared to put that ball in the air, man. And that's what you need, a quarterback who got guts, man. Who got guts and that will take a risk, but a smart risk. And as we see with Ryan Fitzpatrick been doing that, man. He been playing real good, man. I can't take nothing from him. Man, it was a lot of good games, man. Overall, it was a good week of football. Couple upsets, man. Pittsburgh Steelers went in there and beat them Colts. I did not expect that. Should have won. The Colts should have won, but Adam Vinatieri missed the field goal to win the game. But nevertheless, you can't take nothing from the Steelers, man. They're on a 3-game winning streak, man. They're looking real good. That defense is playing. Mark my word, that defense is playing. So you can't sleep on them Steelers just because they ain't got Big Ben in the lineup and you thinking, oh, they're just a dub. No, 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 no. That defense, Rudolph and company got something to say about that, man. So keep your eyes on them Steelers, man, because things are getting crazy with them boys. That division is up and down. Cleveland ain't showed me nothing. And, of course, Bengals ain't going to show you nothing. But, boy, that Pittsburgh and Baltimore, I think that's going to be another clash, man. I think that's going to be another clash. We shall see what they got going on today. And, you know, when they do play late on down in the road. And speaking of trash and atrocious, man, what's up with the Cleveland Browns, man? You got Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham. Kareem Hunt come back one of these weeks, and I think this week. Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward. And you guys are 2 and what? Come on, man. Let's be for real. You guys are 2 and 6, bro. I'm gonna tell you, my boy Sam Horn told me. He told me before the season even started, when I was trying to give the Browns just so much credit and think they was gonna do so much, he told me, he said, bro, look at here. It's just certain teams that just ain't gonna never do that, bro. Their DNA is just losing, bro. They gonna always lose, bro. He told me that, man, and I didn't want to believe it, man. But I promise you, Sam, bro, you have made me a firm believer now, bro. Them Browns, sorry, they trash. I just don't understand how could you have all that talent collectively in one team, one unit, and not even do anything with it. I mean, damn, y'all can barely put up points. Can't stop nobody. It's just, bruh, I don't know, bruh. I don't know, man. Moving on. Get out the Browns. Great game by the Eagles, man. Went in there, had a great game at home where they beat the Bears. Not sure what the Bears are doing. Not sure, you know, which or what time did they fall off the cliff. Because, man, the Bears went from sugar to straight shit, man. I ain't gonna even lie. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's going on. Is it something going on in the locker room that we don't know about? Is it the coaching? What is it, man? They got a big game in Soldier Field this week against those Detroit Lions. And the way things looking, I want to pick Detroit Lions, man. Like, real talk, man. I just don't trust the Bears. I just feel like the Mitch Trubisky thing just ain't working. I just feel like the coach really don't want to. He really don't want to take any chances. He want to be so conservative, put everything in his kicker, and As I recall, the kicker, the reason why you lost last year playoffs, just lost the game and at the end of the game because of a kick. And y'all still don't want to put y'all trust in the kick. That's when I have to question the coaches, man. Like, it's just something about y'all coaches that just ain't getting it from me, man. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But nevertheless, man, it was just a great overall week in football. Going to be another great week in football this coming Saturday and Sunday. I look for big things from some big teams, man. But let's bypass the basketball. I'm sorry, football, and let's get on this basketball tip, man. You already know who I'm representing, man. Y'all know I'm Lakers City all day, man. Y'all already know what it is. And yeah, we #1 in that West, holding it down. LeBron ain't playing no games. Last 3 games, triple-double. Hello. Told y'all that them boys was going to turn it up this year. Everybody want to down them. And the thing is, people like, oh, what? Oh, no, don't. Oh, no. Because at the end of the day, get what? Y'all ain't even seen what AD about to do to you. So just hold on. Everybody keep talking about, oh, what they going to do when Paul George get back? Who is Paul George? Now, before y'all judge me and come at me any kind of way because I said that, let me explain what I mean. I'm not taking none from Paul George. Think he is a dog. I respect his game. And you know he one of my top elite players. But it's the same Paul George that has never been a threat to LeBron James. I repeat, this is the same Paul George who has never been a threat to LeBron James. And you expect him to be a threat now? Okay, I'll wait. But like I said, them Lakers are at #1, and we calling shots. So Clippers and anybody else over there in the West, from Houston, anybody else, come on. We want all the smoke. I'm telling you that now. We want all the smoke, man. But, man, I ain't going to flex. I can't lie, man. It's been some real good teams in the NBA this year that has been making some moves, have been making some statements, and have been really impressing me. And those teams that I'm going to give you are the Hawks, Miami, the Knicks, the 76ers. I mean, bruh, these teams are playing lights out, man. Especially them Heat boys. Them Heat boys are heating up. Somebody better go check on them, boy. I mean, boy, what them boy got going on? Them boy must got Wade kind of in there coaching them or something. I don't know, but them Heat playing real good ball. Them Hawks, they're a little here and there, but Trey Young did get hurt the other week, messed up his ankle. But when he came back, them boys been showing like they playing lights out. Man, you got teams like the Bucks ain't going nowhere. The 76ers ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's just a great time right now to be a man that who loves sports. I mean, right now we got the NBA. We got the NFL. You understand me? We just had baseball go away. You still got high school football. You got college football. I mean, it's just going down, bro. I can't be more excited than I am right now because I just love sports and it's just out there to watch. It's ready. I mean, so, man, y'all stay locked in. Y'all stay tuned in, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Reezy Rome. I promise you, man, we're going to keep holding it down, and I'm going to keep giving you I'm talking about straight facts and nothing but the truth here, man, on Sports Talk with Reezy Rome, man. If you trash, you trash. If you got what it takes, you got what it takes. But just know, I'm going to call y'all how I see it, man. The pleasure's been all mine, man. I want to thank all my fans for subscribing to the channel, man. Continue to lock in with me each and every week, man, because I ain't dropping nothing but that heat, man. I'm talking about all smoke, bro. You want to catch the real stats? You want to catch that real info on these players? Check in Sports Talk with Reezy Rome, man. And you ain't getting nothing but the latest and the hottest that's going down in the game. Trust and believe me, I'm appreciative and I'm very humble for all you guys tuning in with me each and every week, man. Continue to support your boy, man. And I continue to drop nothing but that hot shit on you each and every week, man. Until next time, man, this your boy Reezy Rome. Hold it down. I'm out.